What's up, guys? It is Mike here. Literally about 40 minutes before Monday Night Raw starts, so I gotta speed this shit up. But it is the Night of Champions 2014 review. I would be making these right after the pay-per-view, but I have school the next day, so the only times you will see me make it right after is if I don't have school the next day, or if it's the summer, or whatever, because I have to wake up for school. But anyways, let's get right into this review here. Overall, Night of Champions was a good show here. Very good show. Probably the best pay-per-view of the year. Or one of the best. Extreme Rules was awesome. And it's not just because I was there. It was a legit good show. But yeah, let's talk about the show here. We have the Tag Team Championship match. Goldust and Stardust versus the Usos. This opened up the show, and it was a hell of a tag team match. There was one cool spot where Goldust did like a flip. No, why am I saying that? He did a cannonball, kind of like what Kevin Steen does. And one of the Usos, I can't tell them apart, did one of the top rope dives. It was a solid tag match, and Goldust and Stardust won the tag titles, which I don't mind. They're really growing on me now. Originally, I was like, oh, Stardust, this is stupid. I remember when Goldust was getting a quote-unquote new tag team partner, I was all like, oh yeah, Sami Zayn. But it wound up being Cody Rhodes painted. But I really like them as heels. It's really, really cool. They're freaky as fuck. If I was a little kid, I'd probably be scared to death. We're John Cena. Well, he ain't saving your ass. Then right after, so yeah, Goldust and Stardust, new tag champs for the win. Then we had Sheamus and Cesaro. This was another awesome match. It started off with technical wrestling, which, huge fan of that. And then we got into the brawling side. This was an on and off rivalry all year, and this was their best match. Awesome, awesome stuff here. Unfortunately, Cesaro didn't pick up the win, but I still see a bright future ahead of him. Just because he lost one championship match doesn't bury him. So I'm not worried at all. His future's in good hands with Triple H. But yeah, Bro Kick out of nowhere for the finish. This was actually a really, really cool match ending. I kind of like those. Kind of like with Orton, how he does his RKO out of nowhere. Yeah, it was kind of that, but with the Bro Kick. It was a little weird, the ending, but it was cool though at the same time. It made this quote-unquote unpredictable. But yeah. The Miz with Damien Mizdow, the stunt double, versus Dolph Ziggler with R. Ziggler, his stunt double at ringside. I love this. I love this angle. I think it's hilarious how they're doing all this stunt double stuff. I love it. It's awesome. Another good match, just like a SummerSlam, between these two. The Miz, I'm not a fan, but I love his matches with Ziggler. Yeah, this match is pretty good as well. If I were to change one thing about this match, though, is that I would have the stunt doubles get more involved. Like, at one point, I would have the stunt doubles take places of their counterparts, people that they're being the stunt double for, and getting in the ring. That would be fucking funny as hell. I would definitely add that. Surprisingly, Miz won the title. Am I happy about it? No, but I'll live with it. I'm sure Ziggler's future is in good hands as well. They're starting to have faith in Dolph Ziggler once again. And oh boy, do I suck this game. Excuse me. Oh yeah, what's their faces? Those country singers were at ringside, and they were actually pretty cool. Rusev and Mark Henry. Now, if you're looking for a quality match here, as far as in-ring action goes, God almighty, 1-6, this is horrible. But yeah, if you're looking for a quality in-ring match, this isn't for you. Although, I thought the storytelling was amazing, how they did the national anthem at the beginning. Or the Star and Spangled Banner. God, just a horrible person for not knowing what it's called. And they really hyped this match up. The commentators, that is, so... Yeah, the storytelling was awesome in this match, and this made this match better than it was. The in-ring stuff wasn't that great. But... Well, I actually did like one thing about the in-ring work, is that they basically told us Mark Henry is getting older. They're pointing it out. They're not having these ridiculously, like, over-the-top performances. I mean, yeah, over-the-top performances are better in ways, but I don't mind them showing off how old Mark Henry really is. And that he's getting older now. It's just natural. Overall, Rusev won. He was down. They had me really sold on Mark Henry winning this. So kudos to WWE for that one. Randy Orton versus Chris Jericho. This match was fucking awesome. Enough said. This was the second... No, maybe even the match of the night. But this was just awesome. Of course, Orton won this match. He almost got a punt kick, which we don't see too many of those too often, that much anymore. And the ending was not an RKO out of nowhere, as they like to say. I saw it coming. I don't know if anybody else did. Basically, when somebody's on the top rope, they're facing Orton, expect an RKO. It's probably the worst place you could be in a match with Orton, is that top rope. This will RKO you, no matter if it's Evan Bourne or Jericho or Punk or whoever. You're going to get your ass RKO'd. I did love how Orton played Possum, though. That was great. Great stuff there. And I just got killed again. What was next? Oh yeah, AJ Lee versus Paige versus Nikki Bella. Oh my god, this was horrendous. Ugh. God. This was bad. This got 7 minutes. Oh man, was this horrible. I cannot even fathom the fact that got 7 minutes. God. That was bad. The only thing I could pull out of this was AJ Lee winning the title. I love AJ Lee, let's face it. But, dear Lord, was this bad. This is worse than the Brie Bella and Nikki Bella segments on Raw the past couple months. I mean, this was bad. The only match so far this year that was worse than this was the Cameron versus Naomi match at Battleground. That was just horrifying. That makes me scared of the Divas division. I mean, I know the Divas division isn't that good, but it's just, if we have two quality women's wrestlers, as in AJ Lee and Paige, in a triple threat match with Nikki Bella, you think it would be somewhat decent, but no, it was pretty damn bad. I mean, I don't want to get a brain aneurysm, so I'm just going to quit talking about this match. I really don't want to get into any more of this. And finally, the main event, John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. This was sort of a 50-50 match. If not 50... Yes, this was 50-50. Although John Cena had Brock Lesnar in the STF for 5 minutes, although he hit 4 attitude adjustments, Brock Lesnar hit a bunch of Kimura locks and an F5 and suplexes. He did his thing. This match was great. I love Lesnar and Cena matches. No matter if they're 95-5, if they're 50-50, 30-40, 30-70, 40-60, whatever. Seeing Brock Lesnar in the ring is a treat. And it's not a treat how I'm playing this game right now. With Brock and Cena, Obviously, those spots. And the crowd was into it. I was so scared, at least a few times in this match, that Cena was going to win. With attitude adjustments, STFs, all that jazz. But then, thank God, Seth Rollins came out. Cena won by DQ, but I don't care because Brock is still the champ. He actually almost cashed in Seth Rollins, which was great. If they would have executed that well, like, if they would have had Rollins win the title here, that would make Rollins look like $1 million. Beating Lesnar, that would make him look like $1 million. I wouldn't mind seeing a Lesnar-Rollins feud in the future. I don't know why, it just seems kind of intriguing, but if Rollins would have won the title right there, that would have made him look like $1 million. I know they're trying to put Rollins over, and Rollins is getting over, but that would have put him over the top if he would have beat Brock. But Cena gets rid of Rollins, and Brock gets up. F5 Cena ends the show. JBL with the epic quote, "He's not human, he's an animal." He is. 4 attitude adjustments, STF for 5 minutes, then a curve stomp from Rollins after the match, and he just pops up. Like, that's like... It doesn't matter if Brock Lesnar gets beat up in a match. If he does that, he is truly a wrecking force. And Brock Lesnar has been on a roll this year. He destroyed The Big Show, he destroyed The Undertaker, he destroyed John Cena. He kind of destroyed John Cena last night. He's just been on a roll. There's no stopping Lesnar this year. Lesnar is going to hold the championship until WrestleMania 31. And then he's going to drop the belt to maybe Roman Reigns or something. I don't know. We'll figure that out when we get there. But yeah, overall, Night of Champions, pretty good show. I would have to give it a solid maybe 8 out of 10. It was some good stuff. Now let's look at how bad I did this game. 5-20. Honestly, this was some terrible gameplay right here on my part. Probably the worst Titanfall gameplay you will ever see on this channel, I promise you. But yeah, guys, that is it. I hope you all enjoyed, and take care. Now, first after a jump kick... Oh, never mind. We're not going to jump kick him.